Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Vechain. It was requested by one of the viewers, and we haven't taken a look at Vechain in quite a while. So, we're due for some Vechain updates, but I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. So starting off on the weekly chart, let's just see how much we have corrected down. So this was an 81% correction, which is, yeah, it was a heavy correction. We did hit the 55 EMA on the weekly, which is great. We held it as support, didn't lose it. We just, kind of wicked down below it. But mainly we held the 55 EMA as support, which is great. Now we're above the 20 EMA, so we are in an uptrend on the weekly chart. Okay, now taking a look at the RSI, as you can see, we're still in the early stages. We're not getting overbought yet. So if we start doing something like this towards the end of the year, start coming up, and getting to this overbought area on the RSI, this is where you potentially want to start selling. The RSI is a great indicator to take a look at. As you can see over here, we were overbought, completely overbought. And as you can see after that, you just have a pullback. And these pullbacks are inevitable. And the RSI is one of the best indicators to take a look at. I don't think we're going to be able to take a look at the stochastic RSI and the MACD in this video because the charts are a bit glitchy on Binance. So yeah, I do apologize about that. And this is it for the weekly chart. Now let's get into the daily chart. Okay, so we are on the daily chart, and I have drawn out a fib over here, as you can see, from this swing high to the swing low. And as you can see, we're just breaking the 618 on the fib, which is great. This is a strong resistance level, and you have to see it broken in order for us to have more confluence to the fact that we're going to make a higher high over here. Because if we don't make a higher high and we get rejected off of this level over here at 1422, then potentially what is going to happen is we're going to create a double top, which is a bearish pattern, and you just start correcting from there, and you lose this neckline, and you have a breakdown target. And I'm just going to give that breakdown target right now, but I just want to bring the fib back up. So we do have a larger fib over here, and this fib I have set up from this swing high over here to this swing low over here in May. And ever since then, we have been in an uptrend over here, and we do adhere to this trend line. As you can see, we have been adhering to it for 2 touches. We didn't have any touches over here, but now we're getting some nice touches off of it again. So that's a nice trend line to keep on your charts. On the daily chart, just open up a trend line over here, and stretch it out from here to these bars over here. All right, and for this Fibonacci retracement, the main important level over here would be the 618. Obviously, you have to break it. The larger the Fibonacci retracement is, the more confluence it has, and the more strength it has, the more value it has. So 1942 is what you have to break on Vechain, and backtest as support, hopefully, to break new all-time highs. And as you can see, the 618 co-aligns with our little Fibonacci retracement over here, with the overextensions at 2.414 and the 2.72. But what I do want to keep an eye on, and what I do want to tell you right now, is we potentially may run into a strong level of resistance, which is just over here, as you can see. So this is the 382 on the larger fib and the 786 on the smaller fib. So 2 fib levels ahead of us. And potentially what can happen is we hit our head on these levels over here, and we start correcting back down. And the first support below you is the 618. 13,214 cents is your support. And I'm just going to give you the sell orders that I just mentioned. So the 13,905 and 13,744 are some nice sell orders that you can put, because you can see, as I already have mentioned, that we do have the the Fibonacci levels over here, the 786 and the 382. So actually, yeah, the 382 is sitting at 13,886, and the 786 is sitting at 13,745. So yeah, we potentially can hit our head on this, roll over. If we lose the 618, the zero point 0.5 is right below you at 12,841. That's another level to keep an eye on. And obviously, if we do have a stronger pullback, then the 20 EMA is always your friend. We are in a bullish cross. This is one of the best signals in crypto, in charting, I mean. And once you get a bullish cross, that is a confluence to an uptrend. But we are getting a bit of a gap in between the EMAs, between the 55 and the 20 EMA. There's a bit of a gap. Once that happens, you potentially can roll over, lose the 20 as support, and bounce off the 55. So if Bitcoin did have a correction in September, this 55 EMA is something that I would keep an eye on the daily chart. Just put some buy orders at the 55 EMA. So bring out the EMAs to your charts and have these buy orders. That's pretty simple. But overall, if I were to lay down a fib from the bullish cross over here in December, all the way to the all-time high over here at 27,969, then we do have a target of 54 cents 653. So this larger fib isn't our main fib, so to speak. This is just the fib from the high to the low. And yeah, do have this trend line up, because if we start losing the trend line as support, then you know that we're potentially going to come back down to the 236 on the fib, or even come back down here to our level 0 on the fib and potentially create that double bottom. Yeah, it's looking good, but always be aware of the pullbacks, be aware of the Bitcoin phenomenon. Okay, so we're just going to remove this over here, Fibonacci level, and we do have this strong resistance up ahead of us. And if we go to the 4-hourly chart now, okay, now on the 4-hourly, as you can see, we do have a symmetrical triangle playing out, the target being from the top of the triangle all the way to the bottom, and we do have a technical target. So this was the breakout, so that would be our technical target. If we were to break down from it, then the technical target would be to the downside. And potentially what can end up happening is this may be a fake out. We roll over with the market, and you come back down and you reach this target. So I do want you to be aware of all the targets. And potentially, there is a target over here sitting at 10 cents pretty much. And we do have a target to the upside. So whether we get there or there, it does seem like we're coming, to this upside target. But, we do have this strong resistance up ahead of us. So if we fail to break through it and retest it as support, perhaps we're coming back down to retest this trend line. So we do have sort of two trend lines over here, but I'm just going to remove this one because it's a smaller one. And actually, no, I'll bring that back because it's important for the symmetrical triangle. But do keep an eye on this larger support line over here that I have for you, because if you start breaking down, you may end up just bouncing off of this support level, which would be nice, a nice level to put some buy orders at. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. The RSI has started to move towards the upside. So if you're looking to sell right now and take profits, then wait for the 4-hourly RSI to come up into the overbought, and that is where you sell. That is where you start selling, and that's perhaps would be when we get to this resistance zone. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, guys. Let me know if I missed out anything important on the charts. No stochastic RSI today with the MACD. I do apologize. I'll try to fix it up for the next video, but that's pretty much it. Catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.